Hey, I'm slavemusik, and today I wanted to read something I wrote called "I'll Call You Back." It's actually an experience that occurred today. It consumed me, and I wanted to share it. So I'll read it for you. Okay, thank you for listening and coming back. My cries rain, parades of charades that shades can't even hide. Even within the most innovated havens of my safeness, I imagined the slayings of all my frayed emotions, leaving homes within me, homeless. If that's even possible, is it? And within this loses all of my realities that captured me in the first place, maintaining places only where natural instincts and untimed stings of repercussions that cause cussing and frustration only, and if only we could empower rather than enable. Accountable for all, I received a phone call. It was my son. Frustration, anger, panic, crisis, all of these words used to describe my reality as I heard them, as I felt them, within his voice as he screamed them. He let them overcome him. Explicit profanity that I ain't never thought I'd hear. Breathing as I absorbed them all. Feeling him as he simply falls down, deeper with every word he spoke. And within them I could feel him, feeling his own disappointment. As he spiraled out of control, I felt his soul crying. Ending the one-sided conversation, I said, "Look, son, feel within your head these misdirected diversions and temptations that lead you to these steps of anguish and sensations. Hold yourself closely, scoping the big picture. It's there. And because I care, I will leave you now. And all I ask is that you take a while to think and get your mind right. I'll call you back." After I hung up the phone with my son today, I realized that we as parents have an obligation. It never stops, and while they're small children, we tend to embrace them, protect them. We enable them for future entitlement issues, and I know that's kind of harsh. But the reality of it is that when they become young adults, we as parents, some of us, think that we could wash our hands of these things. But we have to dig deeper and realize that when we see our young adult children that are between the age of 18 and 25 or 26, they become overwhelmed and they don't have enough life coping skills to handle crisis or disappointing situations. Not in all cases, but as I felt today, definitely in my case. So I know that I am not the only one out there with this issue, so that is why I decided to share. As I shared the information and found out also his father had received a similar phone call, I took the time to explain to their dad that we are accountable for not embracing him anymore. I mean, it's okay to hug and show love in these things, but more importantly to empower him, meaning giving him the tools to life coping skills to handle crisis situations without losing himself within them, or placing the blame or pointing his finger and saying somebody owes him something or we owe him something. He felt helpless. I could feel that, and it was disheartening. A friend of mine who inspires me so much, he actually his name is Move. Just researching the work that he does is inspirational, both as an individual and as a parent, and it was very prevalent today. it was prevalent today when I got that phone call. And if I didn't have the experience of being able to have a friend like him move, and knowing the things that he does within his own community, I don't know how I would have handled that conversation with my son. So I just want to say thank you very much, and empowering your child, your young adult, understanding that they're not children anymore, and being able to still be there without solving it completely. And so I just want to say thank you for listening, and thank you, Move. High five. So take care, and I hope you come back. I'm Slave Music.